McDonald's is shutting down its experimental beverage-led restaurant concept after about a year and a half.
McDonald's is now known for its dollar menu, is having a tough time getting customers in the door due to the struggling economy. And Annie Gasparo is here to tell us how Mickey D's is making some changes to get more Big Macs on the table.
McDonald's is struggling. The brand is reporting a drop in sales worldwide. They're down by 1%. McDonald's shares have tanked by 15%. Why? Because customers find their burgers too expensive now, and many prefer to eat at home instead.
McDonald's is in trouble. The fast food giant is grappling with a global sales slump, down 1% worldwide. Its stock has plummeted 15%. Why? Customers are balking at burger prices they now find too steep, opting to eat at home instead. The Golden Arches, once a beacon of consistency and comfort, now stand at the heart of one of the most stunning corporate collapses in recent memory. In just one quarter, McDonald's went from ruling the fast food world to a crisis few saw coming. Promotions that used to pack restaurants fell flat. A barrage of economic upheaval, political moves, and supply chain chaos pushed the company into a fight for survival. Then came the shocker. 12,000 locations closed, tens of thousands of workers laid off, and billions in revenue vanished almost overnight. This morning's announcement from Chicago landed like a bombshell. The CEO confirmed the worst fears of insiders, revealing that even the U.S. system had to temporarily shut down. Markets tanked, shares crashed, and lawsuits worth tens of billions are now stacking up against the company and the government. How did the world's most iconic fast food chain get brought to its knees? And what happens if the arches collapse for good? The Big Mac, once a symbol of American fast food culture, is now caught in a spiraling economic and political storm. What was once a source of national pride is now a victim of a trade war that spun out of control. The question on everyone's mind is whether the Make America Great Again promise can survive the fallout of protectionist policies, or if it's a harsh lesson in their true cost. When the White House greenlit the America First 2.0 order and MAPA 2025 on March 4th, it unleashed one of the fiercest tariff campaigns in modern history. Imports from Canada and Mexico were hit with a 25% tariff, with threats of levies as high as 145% on some goods looming. On paper, these were just numbers. In reality, they sparked a retaliatory firestorm that rocked global trade. Canada fired back with a 25% tariff on $30 billion of U.S. goods, from beef to cheese, hammering American farmers and food chains. The EU followed with a $28 billion retaliation package targeting U.S. dairy and meat. For McDonald's, the impact was catastrophic. Nearly 70% of its beef, cheese, and frozen potatoes came from imports. The company's finely tuned just-in-time supply chain, a decades-long success, crumbled in under 3 months. Beef prices skyrocketed as tariffs choked already tight supplies. By spring, domestic ground beef cost 43% more than 5 years ago. Potatoes, cheese, and even basic packaging materials surged, leaving restaurants struggling to cope. The fallout spread fast. Lamb Weston, a key potato supplier churning out billions of fries yearly, raised prices by nearly 25% to cover tariff and transport costs, while its output dropped 8% in a single quarter. Even paper packaging and plastic cups, hit with 25% border tariffs, saw costs jump by half. These increases obliterated McDonald's profitable value menu, built on slim margins and massive volume. Once costs climbed past 10%, the cushion was gone. By early 2025, wholesale food prices were already 35% higher than pre-pandemic levels, wiping out profits before a burger even hit the tray. Sales reports told a bleak story. U.S. same-store sales fell 3.6% in one quarter, the worst drop since the pandemic. Discount bundles and limited-time offers no longer drew crowds. Every attempt to lure customers with value deals lost money, as costs outstripped revenue growth at nearly twice the rate. Analysts warned that if tariffs climbed higher, U.S. GDP growth would falter and inflation would spike, locking companies like McDonald's in a survival-only cycle. Each frier's hum drained profits further. The dollar menu, once the chain's secret weapon for working-class families, was the first casualty. Input costs had soared nearly 35% since 2019, forcing price hikes of the same magnitude. Internal data confirmed beef, cheese, potatoes, and even paper bags had jumped a third in 5 years. The result? The value menu vanished. For millions, McDonald's was the affordable fallback when budgets were tight. Revenue from value deals tanked 18% in 2 months. A once unthinkable blow. Facing a broken model, McDonald's leadership rolled out a bold but risky plan. Project Golden Arch Exit. The strategy involved closing 6 U.S. processing plants and shifting major production overseas to Vietnam and Brazil. Brazilian meat giant JBS committed $100 million to build plants in Vietnam for beef, poultry, and pork, much of it destined for McDonald's. This move dodged U.S. tariffs and tapped cheaper labor markets. Aligning the chain with global trade networks, the U.S. was increasingly cut off from. But the risks were massive. McDonald's had thrived on speed and quality, delivering fresh ingredients in days.